So this trip to Hawaii came up as an opportunity, but the timing could not have been crazier. It was literally 1 week before my studio open day, and my very first class was the day after I landed back in San Diego. So I remember feeling so unprepared, like I should stay home, like leaving meant I wasn't taking this seriously. I had anxiety the whole week leading up to it. There's this belief that a lot of us carry that if we step away, we fall behind. Like, success requires constant stress, constant control. And I had to check myself because I realized I was operating from a place of scarcity. So I made the decision before I even boarded the plane that this trip was not going to disconnect me from my routines. It was going to cement them. I wanted to prove to myself that my discipline travels with me. This hotel was gorgeous. I mean, breathtaking. Definitely sparked motivation within me, surrounded by such luxury and such beauty. I felt like I was exactly where I needed to be. What I felt like looking at this view was like I was catapulted into the frequency of expansion. Visualization is not just something that you do sitting with your eyes closed. Sometimes you have to physically place yourself inside the reality that you're calling in. Walking through that hotel helped me lock into the mindset of a business owner, a successful business owner, before I even stepped into that role yet. Every day I woke up at a pretty early time. I moved my body, worked out at the hotel. Then I treated myself to some poke at this amazing grocery store. They even had spa water, and of course I ate it by the pool. Now it was time to do some real adventure, getting out of my comfort zone. I don't know why I thought that I was just going to have this amazing experience diving in and seeing just a million fish all around me. That was absolutely not the case. I just floundered a little bit with my GoPro. I'm not gonna lie, I think I spent 20 minutes in there. I got kind of bummed. I left. I decided to give up. I was like, whatever. Yeah. I went to go get my nails done and treat myself to a little drink, plot and scheme for my next adventure. The bartender actually gave me the details to where I could see some stuff, okay? This time I decided to go on a little adventure, explore a different part of the gym, which I was actually unsure if I was able to go into that area on my first day for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but hey, look, this trip was all about getting out of my comfort zone, okay? So here I am at this beautiful spot right by the pool. You guys, I did not have any set plan for working out. My only promise to myself here was to keep the promise to myself to show up, to just move, okay? So this is vacation at the end of the day. Yes, I had drinks, but I made sure to have a nice balance. And that's really what I wanted to prove to myself, so that I could enjoy a little bit of productivity, a little bit of leisure, a little bit of adventure. Of course, I had to run outside, go explore, get that cardio in. I was not about to spend hours indoors. Treating myself to another drink, a little liquid courage, because I absolutely intended to go see some fish this time around, okay? And that is exactly what we're going to do. This is where things popped off. I was feeling just this whole new sense of exhilaration that I've never felt before in my entire life, okay? I felt like I stepped into the Finding Nemo movie. As somebody who is very, very scared, lives in San Diego, very scared to swim in the San Diego oceans, I was zooming, okay? These cheeks were all up on that ocean floor, chasing all these cute little fish. Oh, it was unlike any other experience that I've ever had in my entire life. I'm telling you, new part of myself absolutely unlocked. That's when I noticed these long thin fish that hang out right at the surface of the water. From above, you literally cannot see them. They look non-existent, like there's nothing there. But when you dive under the water with the goggles, putting on that different lens helps you notice their existence. They're everywhere. They've always been there. I just couldn't perceive them from my original perspective. And that's when I realized it felt exactly the way that abundance works. Opportunities, connections, growth, expansion, they all exist around us all the time. But if we're looking at life from the same surface perspective, stressed, rushed, fearful, in scarcity, we literally cannot see what's available to us. It's like tapping into the quantum field, but where everything exists as potential, but you can only access it when your frequency and perception shifts. That trip didn't take me away from my purpose. It expanded my capacity to hold it. I came back so much clearer, calmer, more embodied, and I stepped into opening my studio from an alignment instead of anxiety. Abundance isn't about pausing your structure, it's about holding your structure anywhere. So if you feel like opportunities are passing you, or like nothing's showing up, maybe it's not that abundance isn't present. Maybe you just haven't shifted your lenses yet. Sometimes you have to dive a little deeper, change your perspective, and slow it down. Maybe you'll see what's always been there. Until next video, please like, follow, and subscribe if you like a little positivity, a little bit of ambiance. I am having so much fun making these videos. So yeah, thank you to my 23 subscribers. I love each and every one of you, even if 5 of them are friends and family. Yes, this in moments like these and reflections, I think that it is so important to find a channel of creativity that allows you to really embody appreciation and gratitude in this life that we receive. I am really grateful for anybody who resonates with what I put out.